Holy cannoli, my friends. Hi, it's Katie, your friendly neighborhood modern mystic, energy healer, divine light channel. Okay, so every week, as you know, I pull 3 cards for you. I open the Akashic Records for everyone who needs to see this video, who will benefit from this video, who follows me, and I ask for the highest and best spiritual direction for all of you. And I gotta tell you, I'm tripping out right now. Spiritual, crazy, weird shit happens every day, all day in my reality, as you might imagine, all the time, and with rapid increasing speed and amount lately. I could talk about that all day. This is an example of it. I just was meditating, and I get into your records and I'm sitting there and I'm asking, and I'm shuffling the cards and I'm going, okay, show me when. And then I stop and then I pull 3 cards. And here's why I'm tripping out right now. The 3 cards I pulled today, in the past position, we have the unexpected visitors card again. In the present moment, we have the intention card again. And the outcome card is slightly different, the compass card. So we're going to look at what all that means. But if any of you follow me consistently, these 2 fuckers have been showing up a lot, like a lot in the last couple weeks, like uncannily a lot. I shuffle for minutes. I don't know if there will ever be a day when I'm doing this work. I've been doing this now 15, 20 years, working as an energy healer, clearing my own trauma, getting connected to the divine, becoming good at this stuff, right? Living into the energy of miracles and magic all the time. And still, every time miracles and magic happens, I'm shocked and amazed and excited. I don't know if I'll ever be like, yeah, miracles are normal. It's just miracles are normal. I almost just don't want to get to that. I want to just be shocked and amazed for the rest of my life because it keeps things not boring. I'll tell you that much. All right, so in the recent past, we have the unexpected visitors card again, and I'm gonna read this to us all again because I certainly, the universe. I don't know about how it works with you, okay, but how it works with me is it's constantly giving me when I need a message repeatedly. It gives me that message repeatedly because it's like, you are dense, lady. You have a large mind. Your mind is noisy. We're gonna have to repeat this stuff to you so that you really freaking get it. Okay. And that's potentially what it's doing for us right now. If you expect the unexpected, you'll be prepared for miracles. Detours, surprises, and paradigm shifts. Expect the unexpected. No matter how detailed your plans are and how clear you believe the road ahead to be, there are times when the best plans are waylaid by unforeseen circumstances. At first, detours may seem inconvenient, but a surprise turn of events signals that the adventure of life is beginning to get interesting. No one can plan for synchronicity, for fate and destiny to meet, except spirit, who knows what you can't comprehend for now. Life is full of surprises, so stay on your toes and enjoy this exciting new adventure you weren't expecting. There is a plan for your life that may not match up with your agenda. Now, we've got that in the recent past. I think it's been in that position a bunch of times of late. Anyway, it's in the recent past. Right now. That means in our recent past, we've been running into some kind of unexpected, fun, miraculous paradigm detour shifts, surprises, etc. And the universe is reminding us in the recent past, we all have plans. The saying, man makes plans, God laughs. Here we are. All right. And then we find ourselves in the present moment. This intention card is so everywhere. Okay. Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. Let's read that again. Inspired intentions, those intentions you have that come to you through inspiration, are like magic arrows shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift, showing you that you are hitting your mark. Pa-pow! Recognize that you're not the one who has to do all the work, however. Others help you co-create reality. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field. Then allow for synchronicity to work its magic. Perhaps the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. And I remember this card came up because my buddy Ray Hance, I can't remember. She changed her name. It's not my fault. Commented on the challenge of the energy of clarity and detachment. Like how it can be easy to be clear and then we get real attached, right? Or we can be detached and fuzzy and not clear at all. So how do you do clarity in the present moment with detachment? That's the practice. And all I can say to you is, the more divine light healing work I've done, the easier it's become to have a lot of clarity mixed with a lot of detachment. Detachment, as I see it, is like, it's a state of the heart. When the heart is like, I must have that thing in order to be okay and fulfill my needs and make the money and do that stuff. Ha! The heart is tight and clinging and grasping. So your spiritual practice should be, or can be, part of what it does is it softens and expands the heart. So that the consistent state of being of your heart is openness and detachment. Now, your mind and your being can still have a clear vision of where you're heading. You're just internally detached. See, people think detachment means you don't care about the outcome and you totally let it go and you don't care at all. It doesn't. And then you're like a leaf on the river and you just, whatever happens, man. No, hippie bullshit doesn't fucking work. Okay? That's why hippies are broke and high. Sorry, hippies. And what does hippie mean? It doesn't mean anything. But you get my point. What I'm talking about is when spiritual folks take the notion of detachment too far and become just reeds in the wind with no agency, clarity, or direction, you've taken it too far now. Okay? We're looking to achieve the things we desire from our hearts. Why? The divine does not give you desire in your heart or a yearning to create something or a desire to lead or a desire to have a family. You don't get the yearnings of your heart just to be tormented by them. Yes, life has suffering, but I'm not Buddhist enough to believe life is suffering. There is suffering in this reality, yes, and we each experience it every day. And there is transmutation possible. There is transcendence possible. If you move into your suffering and through it, you're going to come out the other side light, free, happy, and in a place where your magic fucking intentions are how does she say it? Are supported by the universe. Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. I could get on a whole fucking tangent about Buddhism and how people misunderstand the tenet of life is suffering. Life is suffering doesn't mean just sit there and suffer. Life is suffering means acknowledge the suffering. Be present to your suffering. And I would add, drop into the center of that fucker, transmute it by being with it, with no judgment. And I would add by bringing the divine light in, because that makes things move faster, but that's just me. You don't have to do that part. And then you come out the other side. Suffering is here to teach us, to change the past, to move us forward in consciousness, okay? Not to just kill us. It's to move us forward. Think of it this way. The earth happened a billion, million, whenevers ago. Did it stay the same? Are there dinosaurs and fucking, I don't know what else was happening at the time of dinosaurs? Cave people? No, things changed. Why? Because consciousness evolved through the dinosaurs' beings, through the people's beings, turning people into what you see now, and dinosaurs went bye-bye. Why? Because consciousness is always evolving and changing, okay? So the dinosaurs had their suffering, the cave people had their suffering, and then it changed, because change is the only constant. Okay, moving on. The outcome of all this, or what's coming around the pike, coming down the pike, around the corner, down the pike. Let's get our metaphors right, shall we? Why not? As long as you orient your compass to true north, oh God, I love this card. I forgot about this one. The direction of your higher power. I'm gonna cry. Oh, I love this card. You'll never be lost. You're entering uncharted territories right now and can expect wonderful new experiences. Going to cry. To stay on the highest path of your destiny, you'll need to keep your compass pointed to true north. Only spirit, or a higher power, can serve this function. Money, property, prestige, romance, and other material achievements can't help you find your true path. They are simply things you may experience along the journey. Know that spirit is working in your life. So even if you feel lost temporarily, it will be easy to find your way. Have faith and trust, for your compass with spirit as true north will ensure that you'll never be lost, even on a starless night when all seems dark. Oh my God, we're so supported right now. Okay. So you have an inspired intention. Shoot it into the motherfucking cock-sucking sky. Why? Because when it's inspired, you guys, what that inherently... the cock-sucking sky, that made me laugh. What that inherently means is that it is of the divine. And when you follow your true north with the divine or higher self or spirit or higher power as your true north, you can't fucking lose. So you might be asking yourself, are my intentions inspired? How do I know? There's a dog in my lap and she's adjusting herself. I thought you should see. Here's the best way I can talk about, well, here's a few ideas about how to know when something's inspired. And I have to wrap up because I'm trying to keep these videos shorter. 1, if it comes to you through your awareness without you knowing exactly where it came from, like ping pow, it just went ping into your being, inspired. 2, if it comes back over and over again and you can't really escape it and it's not leaving you alone, inspired. Okay, unless it's like got a lot of contraction and pain and torment on it. But if it keeps coming and keeps coming and keeps coming, it's inspired. Number 3, if it lights you the fuck up, if you're excited about it and you go, I wanna, that's inspired. It's simple. So don't overthink it. You guys, here's the problem, particularly for those of you who are intelligent, which thank God for intelligence in this goddamn day and age. But at the same time, there's a saying in the 12-step programs, they say nobody's too dumb to recover, but a lot of people are too smart to recover. And what the fuck does that mean? What it means is the mind, when you've got a big fancy one that does a lot of stuff, it's like when you have a car with a lot of electronic components, it can break down more easily because there's a lot of different moving fucking parts, okay? If you have a big ass brain, your brain can fuck with you just as much as it can inspire and move you forward. So you've got to be aware of what your brain is doing. And if your brain is saying a lot of bibbity bobbity boo, don't fucking listen. You don't have to analyze your inspiration. I had a client recently be like, I really want to do this thing and I love this thing and I'm so excited by this thing, but how do I know if it's right? And I'm like, if you're excited by it and you want to do it and you're really inspired by it, there is no right. The only thing we can hope for in this life is to feel excited and joyful and inspired by something. So if you're one of the lucky motherfuckers out there feeling inspired and excited about shit, please take action on that now. Not tomorrow, not in 10 years. Now is the time. Because I'll tell you, that light starts to dwindle if you don't stoke the fires of it. Okay, so you don't have to question with your mind if your excitement and your joy is correct. It is. The universe is not trying to torture you with excitement. That's a thing that, you can pay for in the S&M dungeons. That's a whole other thing. And you are welcome to do that. And I support you if that's your choice. But that's not what we're talking about here. Okay, that's it for today. I want to invite you. What do I have going on? You can always book a healing session if you need to transmute any trauma or stuck energies. KatieRubin.com. Book your session already. It's time. You can also always get a reading. I will read for you specifically. I will open your Akashic records. You can ask 50 questions, 10 questions, 3 questions, whatever questions you have on any topic. KatieRubin.com for that. My highest level healing class begins again. This is a 7-week class on Sundays. 10, 11, 12. 10 a.m. California time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Okay, the rest of you in the middle have to do your own fucking math. 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. It's a 2-hour class on Sundays. We start October 3rd. We go for 7 weeks. The topic of this session's highest level healing is breaking through and moving forward. So we're putting a focus on where are you stuck in your life and not moving forward? And let's break that shit apart through energetic healing each week in class together as a group online. So you can take the class from anywhere in the world. And let's start putting action steps on paper for you together as a collective with me as your coach. And you're going to move forward steadily toward your dreams. So no more hemming and hawing and no more not doing the thing. We're going to do the thing, but you're going to have the support of myself and your team of classmates to get you there. I adore you. Message me if you have questions about that. klrubin@gmail.com. klrubin@gmail.com. It's a $475 class, which is so fucking cheap for what you're getting. You don't even know how cheap that is. And believe me, there are much more expensive offerings about coming down the pike in Katie Rubin land, but this one should remain for several months at least while I put all that together. So $475, you can Venmo me to hold your spot at Katie the Rubin, KatieTheRubin. Venmo me to hold your spot, $475, or email me with questions and we'll set you up. I love you. Take care of yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Don't listen to the big fat fucking briggity brain. Follow the light. I love you.